Good morning, everyone. My name is Beza, and I'm a teaching artist and youth company dancer with Ensemble Español Spanish Dance Theater in residency at Northeastern Illinois University. Welcome to today's flamenco class. This class focuses on 3 to 7-year-old children. And today we're going to talk about props, flamenco props. So I'm going to introduce 3 props today. Let's see the first one. The first one is a castanet, or a castañuela, or a palillo. There's usually 2 of them. The second prop we're going to talk about is a fan, or an abanico. So this is my fan. We're going to talk about it later. And the third prop we're going to talk about today is my shawl, or my manton. Okay? So thank you for whoever is viewing today. If there are parents, I want to preview that we're going to use paper, and a piece of paper like this would be fine, and a stapler. Also, we are going to use any kitchen cloth or a scarf. This is my cloth from my kitchen. It has a pear on it. We're going to use these objects from our house to use our flamenco props at home. So it's okay if we don't have these props at home. We're going to make them in this class and use them to dance with flamenco music, okay? So let's begin. Let's see the first prop. We have our castanet, our castañuela. These are instruments also. We use them on our hands when we dance. So we play the instrument and we dance at the same time. We see that we have a string on our castanet. This is my string. And the way that we wear our instrument is on our thumb. So let me see a thumbs up. This is how we're going to wear our castanet. Let's wiggle our thumb. This is where our castanet goes. So I'm going to put my thumb in the string and in the string again. So this is how I wear my castanet. And I use my fingers to tap on my castanet. So to play my castanets, I use my fingers. And my castanet is just on my thumb. So today we're going to pretend to play our castanets. It's okay that we don't have castanets at home. We just need to focus on our fingers. So let me see your fingers. Let's wiggle our fingers. This is what we use to play our castanets, some fingers. So we're going to have our hands out and we're going to count each finger. When we count each finger, let's move our finger like this. So practice moving our fingers. It's like we're pressing a button. We're going to move each finger. So let's try and count each finger. Let's see. So I'm going to start with my pinky. I'm going to count and move. Ready? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, and let's wiggle our fingers. We use our fingers like if we were playing a castanet. Let's try again, but let's count in Spanish. Ready? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's wiggle our fingers. So we press our fingers, we move our fingers like if we were playing a castanet. I'm going to sing a song while we count our fingers. Are we ready? Let's count. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 deditos, 4, 5, 6 deditos, 7, 8, 9 deditos, 1 más son 10. And we wiggle our fingers. So we're going to pretend to play the castanet with our fingers. Let's try it with some music. Just the way I sung it, we're going to do our finger moving. Okay, I'm going to play some music. It starts really fast, so I'm going to have one hand out ready. And we go.
1, 2, 3 deditos, 4, 5, 6 deditos, 7, 8, 9 deditos y uno más son 10.
Let's try in English.
2 manitas, 10 deditos, 2 manitas, 10 deditos, 2 manitas, 10 deditos, cuéntalos conmigo.
Now in English.
1, 2, 3 little fingers, 4, 5, 6 little fingers, 7, 8, 9 little fingers, and one more makes 10. 2 little hands, 10 little fingers, 2 little hands, 10 little fingers, 2 little hands, 10 little fingers, let us count again.
Okay.
1.
So we use our fingers like if we were playing the castanet. I'm going to show the castanet one last time. There's usually 2 because we have 2 hands. So we wear them on each hand. Just like we had 2 little hands, 2 little castanets. So we're going to put it on our thumb, the string on our thumb 2 times. And just like we were counting, 1, 2, 3 deditos, 4. It's usually just 4 fingers because our thumb is busy. But the way that we counted with our fingers is the same as playing the castanet. All right, so this is our first instrument. Let's see our second instrument. Oh, our second prop, sorry. This is our only instrument. Now this is our prop. This is my fan, my abanico. At home, try to say abanico. So this is our fan. It's usually made out of wood. Our little sticks are made out of wood, and this is like a papery cloth. So my abanico, or my fan, looks like this. We're going to practice dancing with a fan, but what if we don't have a fan at home? That's okay. We're going to make a fan today all together. We're going to make a fan. Here's my paper fan. Let's see if you can see it. So I made this paper fan. The way I made my fan is with 1 piece of printer paper. You can use any paper you want, even a colored paper would be cool. That would make your fan a cool color, but I'm just going to use this white paper today. We need a white paper and a stapler, or tape would be fine too. So if you're not watching this live, take a moment and press pause, but I'm going to give us a few minutes to find a piece of paper. So our paper could look like this, and we also need a stapler. Okay, I'm going to give us a few minutes to look for our paper to make a fan that looks like this. Okay, our paper could look like this, and we have our stapler. Okay, I'm going to start making my fan so we could dance with it. So this is my paper. I'm going to make a fold at the top. It's going to look like this. So I'm going to fold it. A small fold is easier on a flat surface, but I have it up here so we can see it. So just a fold like this. It looks very uneven. My fold looks very uneven, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm going to make a small fold on the corner. If your parents are around, it's going to be helpful. It will be helpful if they help out, because sometimes folding is hard. We have to use our fingers and pinch it. So I have my first fold. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to make another fold, the same size. I'm going to fold it again. I'm going to use my fingers to pinch and run my fingers down. Okay, so far I have this, like a little accordion. 2 folds. Okay? And I'm going to fold again. I'm going to flip and fold. I'm going to flip my paper again and fold. Remember, if you're having a hard time and you're not watching it live, you could pause the video to give you more time to make your fan. So I have So far, my accordion looks like this. It's like a lot of little folds. Then I flip it over and I make another fold. I flip it over and I make another fold. It's easier if you do it on a surface, on a hard surface. You flip it over and you fold it again. So my fan doesn't look perfect, and that's okay. It's okay if your fan doesn't look perfect. We're just going to try to use it for dance today. I'm going to do the rest on my table so I could finish my fan, but so far it looks like this. Like an accordion, folding, 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 folding. Okay, I'm going to finish it on my table. Remember, ask your parents for help, because sometimes it's pretty hard to do a lot of folds. We need to have our strong fingers. Okay, I'm going to staple the end. Or tape also works. Click, let's hear it. Ooh, okay. So here I have my fan. This is a fun craft to do at home. If we don't have a Spanish fan at home, you can always make a paper fan. So here's my paper fan. Isn't it cool? Okay, so if you have your paper fan ready, that is excellent. If not, it's okay. We could even imagine that we have a fan. We could imagine that we're holding it in our hand. So what we use is our hand to hold our fan, okay? So let's try to dance with our fan, and I'm going to play some music so we could dance with our fan. The first step to dancing is standing up, so I'm going to stand right up so we could dance. I'm going to play some music, okay? And we're going to move our fan in different directions. Let's see. Okay, first I'm going to stand up. I have my fan in my hand. I'm going to put my fan up. My fan down, my fan up, my fan down, my fan up, my fan down, my fan up, last time fan down. I'm going to make circles with my fan. Let me see if you can see it right here. So I'm going to move my wrist. I'm going to make a circle with my fan. It looks like this with the paper fan. I'm going to try to show you with the real fan. This is what a circle looks like with our fans. So we make circles to show off all the fan. Looks kind of like a flower. It makes it look even bigger when we're moving it around. So this is a cool prop we're using flamenco. So we're making circles with our fan. We do circles up high. And let's try circles down low. Circles with our wrist. We're moving our wrist. Let's do some circles to one side. Circles with our wrists. Let's move to one side. Do circles again. A lot of circles. Let's try to make a rainbow. Our fans are down low. We're going to go up high and down. We're making a rainbow. We go up high and down. Let's try it again. Make a big rainbow. A lot of different colors up high and low. Big curvy rainbow. Up high and down. Let's try to hide our fan. Our fan goes behind. Hide your fan. Ooh, where did my fan go? And our fan in front. Our fan behind. And our fan in front. If you don't have a fan, just hide your hands. And show your hands. Hide. And in front. Let's try to make some last rainbows. We go up and down. We go have a fan, go rainbow with your hands. Up and down. Up and down. Rainbow. And last time up and down. Ooh, use our fan. Very cool. I'm going to pause the music. Okay, so we use our fan. And we made a paper fan today. If you didn't make a paper fan today, you could always go back in the video and make another one. It's very cool to play at home with our fan. Okay, let's see our last prop. So far we had our castanets that we used our fingers. We have our fan. And we did a paper fan. That's our second prop. Let's see the third prop. Look what I have here. This is my shawl or a manton. Try to say manton. Manton. So we have our manton or our shawl, and it looks like this. At the bottom we see it has a lot of little strings, and these are called flecos. Say flecos, flecos. So our flecos are little strings and they decorate our shawl. So if we move our shawl, the flecos move too, and that makes it look so cool. Okay, so we're going to dance with a shawl today. But what if we don't have a shawl at home? I have this cloth. This is from my kitchen. It has a pear on it. It could be any cloth. It could be a scarf. It could even be a towel. So take a moment and find a cloth so we could use it when we're dancing, like if we were dancing with a shawl. So this is my cloth. And you could get a cloth, a towel, or a scarf. So take a few moments to find something in your house to use. So this is my shawl, my pretend shawl. And we could always find flamenco props at home. So find your prop at home. It could be a cloth, a towel, a scarf, but I'm going to use my shawl. So I have my shawl, and we're going to dance with our shawl the same way we danced with our fan. Okay, I'm going to put some music on, and we're going to dance with our shawl. Make sure to follow along with the movements. Okay, I'm going to put a song. All right. Okay, we have our shawl in front. Make sure it's very extended. We want to see all the shawl. So stretch your shawl. You're going to move it back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Let's try to swing. Swing and swing and swing and swing. Swing and swing and swing. And swing. Let's try it. Carrying it up high, very high up, down low, very down low, up high, very up high, down low, very down low. Let's try to swing again. Swing and swing, swing and swing, swing and swing. Last time, swing. And swing. Let's try to make a diagonal with our shawl. It looks like this. Diagonal and hold. 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 Last time. Diagonal and hold. Let's try to swing again. Swing and swing. Swing and swing, swing and swing. Last time, swing. Now we're going to hold our shawl behind us. I'm going to grab my shawl, but behind myself. It could be a little bit tricky. I'm going to hold both ends behind me. So ready, we have our shawl behind. We're going to swing our shawl again. Ready, we go. Swing and swing, swing and swing, swing and swing, swing and swing. We're going to do the diagonal behind. We do a diagonal by holding one arm up high, one arm up high, one arm up high, one arm up high. So we go diagonal, 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 maybe my cloth is too small, but I have my cloth on my shoulders. So it could be a towel, it could be a scarf. We're going to grab the ends. This could be a little bit too short, but it's okay. We're going to practice. So we're going to grab our shawl, the ends of our shawl. Okay, I'm going to wait for the music to start again. Okay, so we're going to reach up high and low. Reach up high and come back. Reach up high and come back. Reach up high and come back. Let's look at our hand. Look at our hand and down. Look at our hand and down. Look at our hand and down. Last one. Look at our hand and down. Good. So we practiced with our shawl. I'm going to pause the music. So we danced with our shawl or our scarf, our cloth, our towel. We danced with our fan, with our abanico. We danced with that too, another prop. And we practiced playing our castanets with our fingers by counting fingers. So we did a lot of exercise today. My body feels warm. I did a lot of exercise, moving my arms up, high, down, low, behind. So let's take a cool down. A cool down means that we're going to relax after we did some exercise. We're going to do some yoga. Have we ever heard of yoga? Yoga is exercise where we stretch our body and we breathe. Breathing is very important in yoga. We're going to practice our breathing. First, we're going to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath with me. We're going to take a deep breath. Ready? Deep breath. And breathe out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ooh, that feels good. I'm going to introduce my chime. This is my chime. It sounds like this. Ooh, that sounds cool. I'm going to tap it 3 times while we breathe in. Ready? We're going to breathe in. Ready? We breathe in. Breathe out. Let's try that again. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. One last time. We breathe in. And we breathe out. Nice. Let's try to breathe out with an animal sound. So I have this card. It says snake breath. So we have our snake right here. Snake breath. Our snake says, right here. Ooh, try to make that sound. A sound like a snake. That's the sound our snake makes. So we're going to try to breathe in like this. And when we breathe out, let's make a snake sound. Let's try it all together. We breathe in. And we breathe out. Let's try it again. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Very cool. We are some calm snakes. So we're going to do our snake breath with our chime and now with a pose. We're doing so much. So our first pose is tree pose. We see that for tree pose, we're standing up and one foot is on the floor. Let's try this out. To do tree pose, we stand right up. And we're going to balance. I'm going to balance by putting one foot at my knee. This is how I'm going to balance. You could hold onto the wall or any furniture in your house to help you out. And if you want a challenge, if you think you're ready, we could put our hands up and try to balance. But I'm going to put my hand down here because I still need some help for balance. We're going to breathe in and breathe out like a snake. Ready? We breathe in. And we breathe out like a snake. Ready, we breathe in. We breathe out like a snake. Very cool. We're going to put our foot down and put our other foot at our knee. We're going to balance with the other foot. I'm going to hold on to the wall because I still need help balancing, and that's okay. We're going to balance. Ready, breathe in. We're going to breathe out like a snake. One last time, breathe in. Breathe out like a snake. Very cool. Let's try another pose. Let's see this one. This one's called triangle. We see that she has her legs wide apart and she's stretching to one foot. Let's try this one out. So to do triangle, we're going to stand right up. Our legs are wide apart. And our hands, our arms are stretched to the side. We're going to lean to one side and touch our foot. Lean, reach. One hand's up high, one hand's at our foot. We're going to breathe in and breathe out like a snake. Ready? We breathe in. Breathe out like a snake. Good. We're going to stand back up and reach to the other foot. Reaching. We're going to breathe in and breathe out like a snake. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out like a snake. Cool. We're going to stand back up. That was triangle pose. Let's see our last pose. This one's pretty cool. It's called turtle pose. And we're sitting on the floor to do turtle pose. So we're going to use the floor a little bit to do turtle pose. All right, we're going to stand up to do turtle pose and sit down on the floor. My feet are going to touch like this. I'm sitting and my legs make a square shape. Our feet are together. Now I'm going to use my hands. My hands go inside my square. I'm going to go into my turtle shell. Imagine you're a turtle. We're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out like a snake. Breathe in. Breathe out like a snake. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out like a snake. On our last breath, think of all the dancing we did. We did such a good job today. We learned so much about flamenco. We're going to take our last deep breath in and breathe out. Nice. We're going to stand back up. I feel so much more relaxed after I did my yoga cool down. My body feels calm and I'm ready to take on my day. So that was our first Flamenco Facebook Live class. We learned about 3 props today. We learned about our instruments, our castanet, and we could practice our castanets at home by counting and moving each finger. We also learned about our fan, our abanico, and we could always make a paper fan at home to play with. Very cool. And it looks almost like the real fan, from flamenco fan. We also learned about our shawl, our manton, and we could pretend that we have a manton at home with any cloth. Okay? So we learned about 3 flamenco props. Very cool. Next week, we're going to have a flamenco Facebook Live class, and we're going to learn a dance called tangos. Tangos is counting in 4s. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to dance to a song called El Chocolate. Very cool. I love chocolate. So I hope to see you in next class where we are going to learn a dance called El Chocolate. I hope to see you in the next Facebook Live class. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.